Hey guys, what's going on? ComicbookSal here. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. In today's video, we're gonna go over some comic book speculation. Let me know what you guys think, so stick around and let me know. Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. First things first, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit that bell that we get notified every single time I bring out new content. Having that said, this is pure comic book speculation, guys. You know, in no way am I saying go out and buy a ton of copies, because if it ends up being a flop, I don't want you guys to blame me. So having that said, let's get right into the first book, and that's going to be Cobra Kai #1. A lot of you guys, I don't know if you guys have seen the show on Netflix. It has been doing really well. The reception from the community, I feel like it's been one that people have enjoyed, and I think that the book is just one that it's gonna continue to do well as long as the show continues to do well. You know, I've seen only the first couple episodes. I really haven't gotten into it too much just because I'm kind of watching a ton of stuff right now, but so far so good. Really enjoyable. So definitely a book that I think that we should keep an eye on. Next book, guys, book number 2 is gonna be 4 Kids Walk into a Bank. Now, I'll be completely honest, this is purely from my own research. I don't know much about it. I haven't read it. I can tell you that it is going to be made into a movie, and obviously anytime a book is going to be made into a movie, it's going to spike sales, it's going to spike interest, and there's been a ton of interest in this book lately. Once that word got out, sales for this book just started to skyrocket. Now, I'm not saying that they started to skyrocket in the sense of they're really expensive, but a lot of copies are being sold ahead of time, and they could potentially be a book that's worth having, worth hanging on to. You know, definitely worth checking out the movie, and I am planning on getting myself a copy in the next week or so. So having that said, guys, let's move on to the next book. Like I said, I have 4 books. I'm not gonna bore you guys with a ton of stuff today. So it's gonna be Haunted Mansion #1. Now, this is an older comic. You know, I think the big thing about it is gonna be that there is a movie gonna be made. You know, it's Disney. It's based upon the ride. If any of you guys are Disney fans like I am, you know, I love all the rides at Disney. Haunted Mansion is always a really cool one. It's not a roller coaster one, it's a little slower, but it's really fun to go on. But since, you know, the announcement of the movie, you know, I feel like this book is just gonna be one to keep an eye on. If you guys have noticed, Disney books right now have just kind of been doing quite well, especially those variant covers that have been coming out with Mickey and Goofy now. Then have been sold out immediately. So definitely, I think that this is a book that if you can get your hands on it, definitely get your hands on it, and let's see what happens. If for nothing, it's the storyline. You know, once again, if you're a Disney fan like me, then you can't lose by having this book anyway. So having that said, let's get into the last book. This last book has been doing ridiculous, and that's gonna be the Batman 92 1 per store variant, the black and white Punchline. I mean, this book, from what I read somewhere, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I think a pre-sale one already sold for like $750. It's going for some ridiculous pricing. Obviously, you know, the character Punchline has been doing really well. I think, you know, since the beginning, since they came out, there's been a lot of hype. You know, any book that has had any sort of importance in the sense for Punchline has just been either hard to get, or the prices have gone up to a ridiculous amount. Will I get my hands on this copy? I don't know. I hope so. But that's it's one of those books that's going to be a hard one to get, I think. So if you're able to get, lucky enough to get your hands on it, that is amazing. Once again, those are the 4 books that I feel like are great spec books to keep an eye on, you know, just because I think that there's potential for a lot to be done with these books, and we'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens. Having that said, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. It was a shorter video today, but like I said, I don't want to bore you guys. You know, tomorrow is New Comic Book Day, so hopefully you guys can get your hands on some of these books, or, you know, ask your shop if they have any of these, and who knows, maybe you'll get lucky and get the Batman 92 variant, black and white, one per store. So having that said, once again, please subscribe, hit that bell, that way you're notified every single time I bring out new content, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.